David from
drop.
Asheville. Welcome to the program, David.
Hey, Sam, thanks a bunch. I wanted to talk about that North Carolina bill.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead. This is there is a North Carolina state legislators have proposed allowing an official state religion in a measure that would declare the state exempt from the Constitution and court rulings. I don't know how you go about doing that. It was filed by two Republican lawmakers from, Rowan County. It was backed by 9 other Republicans. It says each state is sovereign. The courts cannot block a state from making laws respecting an establishment of religion. It was filed in response to a lawsuit to stop county commissioners in Rowan County from opening meetings with a Christian prayer. Now, I don't know which religion they're looking to institute there. I find it hard to believe that this would be constitutional. I don't know. I mean,
this is a very clever red herring, Sam.
Oh, really? Well, do tell.
What's happening in North Carolina right now is that the North Carolina Republicans are just gutting the cities of every tax dollar they can. They're making cuts all across the board. Here in Asheville, they're talking about eliminating weekend service for transit to accommodate for this. And this is starting to get some legs here in the news in this state about how unfair it is. And so they're throwing this out there to suck up the news cycle. And also, I think it also serves a secondary purpose to talk about states' rights and to normalize an even more radical stance on states' rights. But the primary purpose of this bill is to suck up media cycle about what they're doing to cities right now.
Interesting. That's interesting, and I think that's a smart analysis. You know, one of the things, there's been a lot of writing in the past year or two about why we're seeing more and more of this type of legislation, and a lot of it is, I think you're right in terms of sucking up the news cycle, and I think it's also a way of dealing with the implications that they're cutting back with services, and so they can't do anything for their constituents in that regard, so they do it in this regard. They try and basically make a connection with their constituents based upon these sort of radical social values, and I don't know if it's going to work, but it seems in many instances to be doing so.
It is, and also just to underscore it, as long-term listeners of your show know, that living in a city is how working people have their best chance at upward mobility, and so breaking cities of their ability, to provide good jobs with living wages to people is important to Republicans to, just keep people working, too tired to vote, not having any money to donate to political campaigns. It's similar to what they're doing up north to union busting, to where unions can't raise money to fight back.
Right.
And so this bill is just a distraction to that agenda.
Interesting. Well, I appreciate the phone call. It's a great insight.